On our website, you can get PDF learning materials for free. Please visit englist.me.
Par.
A state of being equal to someone or something.
Examples:
Above par performance. Not up to par. Shares in the company finally fell below their par value.
Cousin.
The child of your aunt or uncle.
Examples:
Cross-cousin marriage. Cousin's family. I used to play with my younger male cousins when I was a little girl.
Terribly.
Very badly, to a great extent or very much.
Examples:
Suffer terribly. I am terribly sorry. His arm was swollen and terribly red.
Weird.
Extraordinary, unexpected, or difficult to explain.
Examples:
A weird dress. The state of being weird. My computer has been acting weird recently.
Freaky.
Strange or unusual in a way that is frightening or unsettling.
Examples:
Freaky accident. Freaky deaky. The freaky clown at the haunted house scared the children.
Discipline.
The practice of training people to obey rules or a code of behavior, using and punishments if these are broken, a region of activity, knowledge, or influence.
Examples:
Break discipline. Rigid discipline. He quickly learned the military discipline.
Captain.
The leader of a group of people, especially who is in charge of a ship or aircraft.
Examples:
The captain of an opposing team. Captain of industry. The captain ordered the troops to fire.
Organic.
Pertaining to or derived from biological substance, producing plants and animals for food and other items without the use of synthetic chemicals.
Examples:
Organic soils. Eat organic food. Kidney is an organic component of the body.
Philosophy.
The study of general and fundamental questions, such as those about existence, reason, knowledge, values, mind.
Examples:
Philosophy of education. Western philosophy. Ethics is a branch of philosophy.
Aesthetic.
Connected with the enjoyment or study of beauty.
Examples:
Aesthetic value. Aesthetic feeling. My aesthetic standards are quite different from hers.
Emotion.
A strong feeling such as love, anger, etc., deriving from one's situation, mood, or relationships with others.
Examples:
Control my emotion. Afraid to show emotion. Some emotions are common across cultures and backgrounds.
Cave.
A large hole in the side of a hill, cliff, mountain, or under the ground.
Examples:
Domiciliary caves. The mouth of the cave. Bats reside in sheltered caves.
Coding.
The process of writing or creating computer code, which is a set of instructions that tells a computer what to do to create software, websites, apps, and other digital products.
Examples:
Coding skills. Coding challenge. Coding boot camps have become a popular way to learn coding skills quickly.
Intelligent.
Having the capacity for thought and reason, especially to a high degree.
Examples:
An intelligent person. Intelligent assisting system. Intelligent robots that can cooperate with humans have limited motor output for safety.
Blob.
A small amount or drop of a thick liquid or sticky substance.
Examples:
A big blob of yellow. A blob of jelly. A blob of ink fell on the floor.
Superficial.
Existing or occurring only at or on the surface, appearing to be true or real only until examined more closely.
Examples:
Superficial wound. Superficial knowledge. The journalist's superficial reporting should have captured the full scope of the issue.
Rub.
To move one's hand or an object over the surface of something with pressure.
Examples:
Rub shoulders. Rub a glass window. She rubbed the sore spot on her leg to ease the pain.
Artificial.
Not natural and made by human beings, not real, but produced to resemble something.
Examples:
Artificial flowers. Artificial environment. The artificial intelligence system has revolutionized the way we live and work.
Induce.
To persuade someone to do something, to cause to act in a specific manner.
Examples:
Induce a crisis. Induce him to see a doctor. The lack of sleep induces both physical and psychological diseases.
Consumerism.
A cultural and economic ideology that places a high value on the consumption and acquisition of goods and services, often associating personal identity or success with material possessions.
Examples:
Anti-consumerism movement. Global consumerism. The rise of consumerism has led to an increase in wastefulness and environmental damage.
Atrocious.
Shockingly bad or unpleasant, extremely cruel or brutal. Atrocious weather. Atrocious manners. The food at the restaurant was atrocious and lacked any flavor.
Purity.
The state of being undiluted or unmixed with anything else, the state of being free from immorality, especially of a sexual nature.
Examples:
The degree of purity. High purity. Higher purity requires additional equipment and energy.
Instinctively.
As a matter of nature or intuition rather than thought or training.
Examples:
Instinctively grab the knife. Instinctively bad with children. Some researchers claim that even humans can instinctively sense earthquakes.
Instinct.
An inborn behavioral pattern that is often responsive to specific stimuli, an innate feeling that causes you to act or believe that something is true.
Examples:
Instinct for self-preservation. Aggressive instinct. When faced with a dangerous situation, his initial instinct was to flee.
Translator.
A person whose job is restating written messages from one language to another.
Examples:
Electronic translator. Professional translator. The author discovered that the translator had inserted several unique interpretations into his book.
Relate.
To establish a connection or association between two or more things. To narrate or tell about an event, experience, or relationship. To empathize or feel sympathy with someone or something.
Examples:
Relate a story. Relate a message. He tried to relate his experience to the group, but they couldn't understand.
Naturally.
As might be expected, by natural manners.
Examples:
Naturally arising. Naturally regenerated forest. He was naturally gifted.
Develop.
To grow or expand, to improve or refine through a process of progress and refinement, often to achieve greater sophistication or complexity, to elaborate or add detail to something that is in the process of being created.
Examples:
Develop a strategy. Develop a skill. We must develop a new system to streamline our workflow and increase efficiency.
Packaging.
The process, materials, or container used to wrap or contain a product for distribution, storage, or sale. The design or appearance of a product's packaging.
Examples:
Packaging materials. Biodegradable packaging. The packaging for the fragile items was made of sturdy materials and could withstand rough handling during shipping.
Elevate.
To raise something from a lower to a higher position, to give a promotion to or assign to a higher position.
Examples:
Elevate educational standards. Elevate a close relationship. Eating food in a hurry elevates blood glucose levels.
Perception.
A belief, opinion, or image you have based on how you regard, understand, or interpret something, the ability to see, hear, or notice something through the senses.
Examples:
Keen perception. Perception of a stimulus. He is a man admired for the depth of his perception.
Translate.
To convert or change words into another language.
Examples:
Translate a document into English. Translate the emotion to a movement. Translate the text from Italian into English.
Concept.
An idea or principle associated with something abstract.
Examples:
Learn new concepts. Concept car. One such rapidly growing concept is quantum cryptography.
Drawing.
The act of making a picture with a pencil, pen, or other instruments on paper, cardboard, or other material.
Examples:
Technical drawing. Drawing for design. She is talented at drawing and has won several awards for her artwork.
Photograph.
A picture or image that is produced by a camera, a visual representation or record of a person, object, or scene that has been captured electronically or on film.
Examples:
Photograph album. Photograph memories. I found an old photograph of my grandparents from their wedding day.
Observation.
The act or activity of carefully examining or monitoring something or someone.
Examples:
Class observation day. Observation instrument. In the hospital, she will remain under constant observation.
Curiosity.
A strong desire to know or learn about something.
Examples:
Boundless curiosity. Satisfy my intellectual curiosity. We are motivated by curiosity rather than necessity.
Amazing.
Extremely surprising, especially in a way that you like or admire.
Examples:
Amazing advances. The most amazing feeling. The golfer recorded an amazing distance.
Industrial.
Of or relating to or resulting from industry.
Examples:
Beginning of the Industrial Revolution. Industrial alcohol. Industrial design has become more focused on human nature aspect than ever before.
Instinctive.
Relating to or based on instinct, done without conscious thought, as if from an inner compulsion or natural tendency.
Examples:
Instinctive reaction. Instinctive behavior. It was instinctive for the mother to protect her child from harm.
Pretentious.
Attempting to impress others by pretending to be more important, innovative, or significant than is actually the case, showy or ostentatious.
Examples:
pretentious behavior, pretentious language. The pretentious guest at the party talked endlessly about his expensive taste in wine.
Digital.
Processing or storing information as a succession of 1 and 0 to show that a signal is present or missing, relating to the use of computer technology, especially the Internet.
Examples:
a digital watch, digital electronic signature. Sensors convert physical phenomena into digital signals.
Impressive.
Arousing admiration due to size, quality, or skill.
Examples:
impressive performances, an impressive array of facts. The budget reduction was an impressive feat for our nation.
Impressionism.
A style of art and literature that seeks to capture the fleeting momentary sensations and impressions of perception rather than objective reality or formal structure.
Examples:
Impressionism movement, Impressionism style. The famous French painters Monet and Renoir were considered pioneers of Impressionism.
Planet.
Any of the 9 large celestial bodies that circle in the solar system, any celestial body that revolves around a star.
Examples:
planet like the Earth, save the planet. Mercury is the closest planet to the Sun.
Doll.
A child's toy that typically represents a human figure, especially a young girl, an attractive woman, a woman who is subservient or passive.
Examples:
plastic doll, rag doll. The antique doll was worth thousands of dollars.
Process.
A series of actions or operations performed to achieve a particular outcome or goal. A systematic procedure or approach used to accomplish a specific task or objective. A method of treating milk to make it suitable for consumption or use in other dairy products.
Examples:
process improvement, decision-making process. The process for applying for a visa can be lengthy and complicated.
Reinvent.
To change something so drastically that it looks to be completely new.
Examples:
reinvent local dishes, reinvent our life. They have tried to reinvent their grocery stores.
REM.
Abbreviation for rapid eye movement, a stage of sleep characterized by rapid eye movements, increased brain activity, and dreaming.
Examples:
REM sleep cycle, REM sleep behavior disorder. REM sleep deprivation has been linked to various adverse effects on mood, memory, and cognitive function.
Persevere.
To persist in the course of action, despite opposition or difficulty, to continue with determination despite setbacks, obstacles, or discouragement.
Examples:
Persevere through hardships. Persevere in my goals. Even when faced with challenges, it's important to persevere and never give up.
Pioneering.
Involving new ideas or methods, being the first of their kind, leading the way in a particular field.
Examples:
Pioneering research. Pioneering spirit. The pioneering scientist developed a breakthrough technology that revolutionized the industry.
Fantastic.
Extremely good, excellent.
Examples:
A fantastic dress. Absolutely fantastic event. The new amusement park ride was fantastic, with twists, turns, and drops that left riders screaming with excitement.
Acrylic.
A type of plastic or synthetic resin that is used in various forms, such as paints, fabrics, and plastics, known for its clarity, durability, and versatility.
Examples:
Acrylic sheet. Acrylic nails. The artist painted a beautiful landscape using acrylic paints.
Seduce.
To entice someone to engage in sexual behavior, or to enter into a romantic relationship.
Examples:
Seduce him into crime. Seduce her mind. He tried to seduce her with his charm and good looks.
Invisible.
Impossible or nearly impossible to see.
Examples:
An invisible asset. Invisible stars. The phenomenon is invisible at optical wavelengths.
Background.
The details of a person's social heritage, such as family, vocational or educational experience, past information that is essential to understanding a situation or problem.
Examples:
A background color. A criminal background. The company's hiring criteria emphasize personality, not a person's background.
Icon.
A picture or statue of a holy person considered to be a sacred thing, a little icon on the screen of a computer or smartphone that denotes an application or a file.
Examples:
Icon for young people. Television icon. Some comic book characters are considered gay icons.
Contemporary.
Belonging to the same or present time.
Examples:
Field of contemporary art. Contemporary leaders. Contemporary music has gained different followers from existing music.
Mass.
A large amount of a substance with no definite shape or form, a large number of people or things grouped or crowded together.
Examples:
A mass of molten rock. Critical mass. The mass of people who do not own property is politically impotent.
Individualism.
The habit or principle of being independent and self-reliant.
Examples:
Rampant individualism. Nation of individualism. An ethic of individualism encourages people to make choices based on their values and beliefs rather than the values and beliefs of the group or society.
Arthritis.
Inflammation of one or more joints of the body, which include pain and stiffness.
Examples:
Medication for arthritis. Symptoms of arthritis. My rheumatoid arthritis is acting up again.
Tessellation.
A pattern consisting of a repeated geometric shape or motif that covers a surface entirely without any gaps or overlaps.
Examples:
Geometric tessellation. Tessellation pattern. The tessellation on the floor created a beautiful pattern with interlocking shapes.
Polymer.
A substance composed of macromolecules equals large groups of atoms made from many smaller and simpler molecules.
Examples:
Polymer fiber. Biological polymer. We are developing plant-derived polymers to reduce environmental impact.
Medical.
Relating to the treatment of illness or injuries, relating to the practice of medicine.
Examples:
A medical opinion. Temporary medical treatment. The medical team worked quickly to save the patient's life.
Equip.
To provide a person or a place with the things that are needed for a particular purpose or activity.
Examples:
Equip an army. Equip our children with some special skills. The construction company equipped the building with an earthquake-resistant device.
Probable.
Likely to happen or likely to be true.
Examples:
Probable outcome. Probable cause of a fire. It seems probable that he has forgotten our scheduled meeting.
Cape.
A type of long, loose outer garment that covers the back, shoulders, and arms, a headland or promontory extending into the sea or other large body of water.
Examples:
Cape Cod. Red cape. The superhero wore a flowing cape as part of their costume.
Improvisation.
The act of making something up on the spot or creating or performing something without preparation.
Examples:
Improvisation on stage. Jazz improvisation. He created a beautiful piece of music using only improvisation.
Consequence.
The outcome of a particular action or event, especially relative to an individual.
Examples.
Unintended consequences. The consequence of an argument. These economic activities had disastrous environmental consequences.
Innovative.
Introducing or using new methods, ideas, etc.
Examples.
Use of innovative technology. Stylistically innovative works. The Prime Minister stressed the need to create innovative industries.
Norm.
Something that is regarded as usual, typical, or standard.
Examples.
Norm of action. Cultural norm. The systems we have developed has accepted as industry norms.
Evolve.
To develop gradually, or to cause the development of something or someone gradually.
Examples.
Evolve. Evolve over the past decade. Eyeless fish evolved in dark caves.
Hell.
The place thought to be where bad people go and are punished after death, often depicted as being located beneath the earth, an extraordinarily unpleasant or difficult place.
Examples.
Run like hell. Hell broke loose. The battlefield became hell on earth.
Condense.
To reduce the volume or size of something, often by removing water or other liquid, to make something shorter, more concise, or more concentrated.
Examples.
Condense the text. Condense water vapor. I need to condense all of my notes into a manageable summary for my presentation.
Architecture.
The art and science of designing and constructing buildings.
Examples.
Architecture design. Classic architecture. The city is known for its impressive architecture and beautiful old buildings.
Scan.
To examine something hastily, with the eyes or with a machine, to get information.
Examples.
Scan the face of a man. Scan a document into PDF. She stood on the podium and scanned an audience.
Forearm.
The part of a person's arm between the elbow and the wrist. Verb, to arm in advance of a confrontation.
Examples.
Forearm bone. Several veins of the forearm. The accident left him with numbness in his left forearm.
Prototype.
A first or preliminary example of something such as a device or vehicle from which other forms are developed.
Examples.
Complete a prototype product. Early prototype. The flying car is presently in the prototype stage.
Reveal.
To make known or disclose something that was previously hidden, secret, or unknown, to unveil or show something that was concealed or not visible.
Examples:
Reveal secrets. Reveal a plan. The detective carefully revealed the true identity of the murderer.
Cellular.
Of or connected with the cells of animals or plants, of or connected with a mobile telephone system that uses several short-range radio stations instead of wires.
Examples:
Cellular and molecular biology. A cellular phone handset. This factory employs a cellular manufacturing system.
Structure.
The way of construction of something and the arrangement of its parts, or a complex thing constructed of many parts.
Examples:
The structure of a machine. Structure and function of the brain. The organizational structure of startups is often flat and straightforward.
Mixture.
A combination of different elements, substances, or entities, usually in non-uniform proportions, resulting in a homogeneous or heterogeneous blend of physical or chemical properties.
Examples:
Mixture of emotions. Perfect mixture. The paint was a mixture of different pigments to achieve the desired color.
Lab.
A workplace for the conduct of scientific research, a laboratory.
Examples:
Lab instrument. Medical lab. The Prime Minister will pay a courtesy visit to the Nobel laureate's lab.
Specimen.
An individual example or sample of something, typically used to represent a larger group or category.
Examples:
Specimen collection. Botanical specimen. The biology teacher showed the students a frog specimen so they could examine its anatomy.
Inorganic.
Being or consisting of non-living stuff, chemical compounds that contain no or only trace amounts of carbon.
Examples:
Inorganic acid. Inorganic nutrition. Inorganic substances include rocks and minerals.
Mineral.
A solid inorganic substance occurring in nature having a definite chemical composition.
Examples:
Vitamin and minerals. Mineral rights. The robust economy of the country is based on its mineral resources.
Studied.
Deliberately considered or scrutinized, carefully thought out or planned.
Examples:
Studied analysis. Well-studied decision. His speech was carefully crafted and delivered with studied confidence.
Domestic.
Relating to or inside a particular country, not foreign or international.
Examples:
Domestic airline. a domestic animal. GDP stands for gross domestic product.
Qualification.
An official record of an exam showing that you have completed.
Examples.
Qualifications for the job. Possess distinctive qualifications. Applicants must possess a verified teaching qualification.
Marijuana.
A psychoactive drug derived from the cannabis plant, used for medicinal or recreational purposes. A drug that is illegal in some countries and states, but legal in others for specific purposes.
Examples.
Recreational marijuana. Medical marijuana. Studies have shown that long-term use of marijuana can have adverse effects on cognitive abilities.
Fabulous.
Extremely pleasing or good, based on or told of in traditional stories.
Examples.
A fabulous price. A fabulous monster. Thank you for inviting such a fabulous party tonight.
Rugby.
A sport played with an oval ball, with two teams of 15 players trying to score goals by carrying or kicking the ball over the opponent's goal line.
Examples.
Rugby match. Rugby team. He was a passionate fan of rugby and loved watching matches.
Meringue.
A sweet, whipped dessert topping made from egg whites and sugar, usually baked or cooked and used to top pies, cakes, or pastries.
Examples.
Meringue topping. Chocolate meringue pie. The meringue on the lemon pie was perfectly fluffy and sweet.
Estimate.
To guess or calculate the cost, the size, value, etc. of something.
Examples.
Estimate of fair value. Estimate this chicken to weigh 3 pounds. We estimated the season's total trade deficit at $50 billion.
Saccharide.
A simple sugar or carbohydrate, any compound that can be hydrolyzed to yield sugars.
Examples.
Saccharide molecule. Complex saccharide. Cellulose is a structural saccharide found in the cell walls of plants.
Protein.
A molecule made up of a long chain of amino acids, which is essential for the structure and function of the body's tissues.
Examples.
Stress protein. Protein synthesis. The body needs a certain amount of protein to build and repair tissues.
Dissolve.
To be or cause to be absorbed by a liquid to form a part of a solution, to close down or dismiss.
Examples.
Dissolve the sugar. Officially dissolve the marriage. The political party dissolved after much internal fighting.
Manufacture.
To make goods in large numbers, usually in a factory using machines.
Examples:
Manufacture an enzyme. Manufacture a product. The majority of synthetic vitamins are manufactured from oil.
Foodstuff.
Raw materials used for food production and preparation.
Examples:
Foodstuff additive. Perishable foodstuff. The market was filled with various foodstuffs, from fresh produce to dried spices.
Unbridled.
Lacking restraint or control, unrestrained, unchecked, used to describe behaviors, emotions, or actions that are wild, excessive, or uncontrolled.
Examples:
Unbridled power. Unbridled creativity. Her unbridled enthusiasm for the project helped to motivate the team.
Restricted.
Limited in extent, number, scope, or action, especially by official rules, laws, etc.
Examples:
Restricted area. Lactose restricted diet. The country has designated our products as restricted import goods.
Interrelated.
Closely connected or related to each other.
Examples:
The interrelated nature of the problems. Interrelated factors. The different parts of the system are interrelated and rely on each other to function correctly.
Inspire.
To make somebody feel with the desire, confidence, or enthusiasm, especially to do something creative.
Examples:
Inspire a feeling of curiosity. Inspire him to write a novel. The unique style of this martial arts inspired many action film producers.
Incredibly.
In a way that is very difficult to believe, exceedingly, or extremely.
Examples:
Incredibly cheerful character. Get incredibly insecure. Several cities are experiencing incredibly high unemployment rates.
Magnesium.
A silvery white metal with the symbol Mg and atomic number 12, which is the eighth most abundant element in the Earth's crust and is used in the production of various alloys, as well as in biomedical research and as an important nutrient for plants and animals.
Examples:
Magnesium oxide. Magnesium alloy. Taking magnesium supplements can help alleviate muscle soreness after working out.
Loquacious.
Very talkative, tending to talk a lot and at length.
Examples:
Loquacious chatter. Loquacious interviewee. The loquacious salesman talked for hours without letting the customer get a word in.
Element.
A fundamental or essential part of something.
Examples:
New design elements. Non-metallic elements. Natural selection is an essential element in Darwin's theory of evolution.
Engineer.
A person whose job is designing, building, or maintaining something such as machines, structures, or software.
Examples:
A civil engineer. Engineer shortage. The engineer will repair my telephone tomorrow morning.
Biology.
The scientific study of life and the natural processes of living things.
Examples:
Evolutionary biology. Cell and molecular biology. In junior high school, we had to dissect a frog in biology class.
Holistic.
Relating to or dealing with the whole of something rather than just its parts.
Examples:
Holistic education. Develop a holistic vision. The holistic approach to healthcare considers the person's physical, mental, and emotional well-being.
Industrious.
Hardworking, diligent, and persistent in effort.
Examples:
Industrious worker. Industrious student. He was known to be very industrious and would often work late into the night.
Absolutely.
Without restriction or limitation, completely or utterly.
Examples:
Absolutely against. Absolutely obsessed with the girl. I am absolutely opposed to his idea because of morality.
Essential.
Indispensable, fundamental.
Examples:
Essential amino acid. Essential commodities of life. Trial and error is an essential part of education.
Elasticity.
The ability of a material to return to its original shape after being stretched or compressed, flexibility, adaptability to change.
Examples:
Elasticity coefficient. Skin elasticity. The elasticity of the rubber band allowed it to stretch without breaking.
Fluid.
A substance that can flow and is not solid.
Examples:
Plenty of fluids. Fluid assets. She was diagnosed with a fluid buildup in her lungs.
Inject.
To put a liquid such as a drug or other substance into a person's or an animal's body using a needle and syringe equals small tube.
Examples:
Inject under the skin. Inject a personal opinion into a debate. Let's try to inject a bit of enthusiasm into your performance.
Drill.
A tool or machine used for making round holes or driving fasteners, a training or practice.
Examples:
The drill hit the well. Fire drill. Several military drill programs have become popular methods of exercise.
Liberate.
To set free, to release or rescue from captivity or oppression.
Examples:
Liberate people from oppression. Liberate potential. The prisoners were liberated after the war ended.
Extraneous.
Irrelevant or unrelated to the subject at hand, not essential or necessary, coming from or existing outside of something.
Examples:
Extraneous variables. Extraneous details. The extraneous information in the report made it difficult to understand the main points.
Funk.
A feeling of sadness or depression, a low or unenergetic mood, a type of music that combines jazz, soul, and R&B.
Examples:
Funk music. Get in a funk. When she heard about her friend's illness, she fell into a deep funk that lasted for days.
Absolute.
Perfect or complete, or to the most considerable degree possible.
Examples:
Absolute loyalty. An absolute must. Gandhi had an absolute zeal for nonviolence.
Disgrace.
A loss of respect, honor, or dignity, a state of shame or public humiliation, an action or behavior that is seen as immoral or unacceptable. Verb, to bring shame, dishonor, or discredit upon someone or something.
Examples:
Disgrace our family name. Political disgrace. The government's failure to address the poverty issue was a disgrace to their leadership.
Fractal.
A complex geometric pattern or shape that repeats itself on smaller and smaller scales, often occurring in nature or mathematical equations.
Examples:
Fractal pattern. Fractal art. The coastline of Norway is one of the most famous examples of fractal geometry in nature.
Membrane.
A soft, thin layer that forms animal or vegetable tissue.
Examples:
Cell membranes. Nuclear membrane. Loud noises might harm the fragile ear membrane.
Shrink.
To become smaller, or to make something smaller in size or amount.
Examples:
Shrink the tumor. Shrink with fear. This shirt will shrink in the wash.
Constantly.
All the time.
Examples:
A constantly innovative enterprise. A constantly varying mind. The mobile application industry is constantly changing.
Soul.
Only one of its kind, being the only existing or available one. Noun, the undersurface of a person's foot.
Examples:
Sole arbitrator. The sole of his shoe. The sole purpose of this meeting is to discuss the new budget for the project.
Blend.
To mix or combine two or more substances.
Examples:
Blend all the elements. Blend milk and cream. The toad altered its appearance to better blend in with its new environments.
Sculptural.
Relating to or resembling sculpture, equals a three-dimensional work of art, having a three-dimensional quality or appearance.
Examples:
Sculptural masterpiece. Sculptural design. The sculptural details on the building's facade were simply stunning.
Investigation.
The act or process of thoroughly examining a crime, problem, statement, etc., to uncover the truth.
Examples:
A preliminary investigation. The scope of an investigation. We have never before conducted a legitimate investigation.
Spiritual.
Relating to or affecting the human spirit or soul as opposed to material or physical things.
Examples:
Constant spiritual striving. Spiritual leader. The meditation class was focused on finding inner peace and cultivating a more spiritual connection with the universe.
Taxpayer.
A person who pays taxes to the government.
Examples:
Taxpayer money. Delinquent taxpayer. As a taxpayer, he felt his money was wasted on unnecessary government projects.
Contribute.
To give something, especially money or goods, to provide or achieve something together with other people.
Examples:
Contribute a large sum of money to the fund. Contribute to society. Government workers cannot contribute to political campaigns.
Immense.
Extremely large or great.
Examples:
Immense amount. Immense pressure. He left his wife an immense fortune.
Relation.
The way two persons or groups of people feel and act toward one another.
Examples:
Relation between cause and effect. Relation of inclusion. The industrial relations laws were passed with little to no alteration.
Sensual.
Relating to or consisting in the gratification of the senses or the indulgence of physical pleasure.
Examples:
Sensual appeal. Speak in a sensual tone. The room was filled with the sensual aroma of incense and flowers.
Erotic.
Relating to or arousing sexual desire or excitement, considered taboo or provocative.
Examples:
Erotic novel. Erotic dance. The painting contained subtle erotic undertones.
Artwork.
The pieces of art, such as pictures and photographs used in books, magazines, etc.
Examples:
Ancient artwork. Artwork conservation. Videos documenting the process of creating this pencil artwork have been popular worldwide.
Brand.
A type of product, service, etc., made by a particular company and sold under a specific name, identification mark on the skin of livestock, criminals, etc., made by burning.
Examples:
Create a brand logo. The brand of the new car. There's a new brand of hero in the movies now.
Diatomic.
Consisting of two atoms, referring to a molecule composed of two atoms.
Examples:
Diatomic nitrogen. Diatomic gases. Oxygen is a diatomic molecule consisting of two atoms bonded together.
Radiology.
The branch of medicine that uses medical imaging technologies such as X-rays, CT scans, MRIs, and ultrasound to diagnose and treat diseases and injuries.
Examples:
Interventional radiology. Diagnostic radiology. The patient underwent a radiology scan to diagnose their medical condition.
Core.
The most essential or fundamental part of something.
Examples:
The core of an apple. Core business activity. These gas nebulas are merely newborn galactic cores.
Virtually.
Almost completely.
Examples:
Virtually all countries. Virtually identical. Virtually all the parties signed the contract.
Silica.
A hard, brittle mineral that occurs as silicon dioxide in various forms such as quartz, opal, or flint, commonly used in various industrial applications, such as an abrasive or filler.
Examples:
Silica gel. Silica fiber. The production of glass requires high-purity silica sand.
Coral.
A rock-like substance created in the sea by groupings of specific types of small animals, commonly used in jewelry.
Examples:
Coral island. Coral ornament. She is wearing a coral necklace.
Maximum.
The largest or greatest amount or value attainable or attained.
Examples:
Maximum limit. The maximum speed. The maximum temperature recorded this summer was higher than average.
Realm.
A domain of activity, interest, or knowledge.
Examples:
Public realm. Beyond the realm of possibility. Her passions are in the realm of real-world political affairs.
Filter.
Any of several types of equipment or systems used to separate particles from liquids or gases, or to remove specific forms of light.
Examples:
Gas filter, clogged filter. Ozone is a primary filter to protect Earth's surface from harmful UV rays.
Watered down.
Diluted or weakened by the addition of water or other substances, lacking in force, intensity, or purity as a result of dilution or weakening.
Examples:
Watered down solution, watered down drink. The company released a watered down version of its popular software to appeal to a broader audience.
Extremity.
The farthest or most remote point, or the greatest or the highest degree.
Examples:
Extremity injury, extremity amputation. He broke his arm at the extremity of the bone.
Shadow.
A dark area or shape cast by an object blocking the passage of light, an area in darkness or shade, a reflected image or copy of something, a person, activity, or influence that follows or accompanies someone or something closely and persistently, often in a secretive or ominous manner.
Examples:
Shadow cast, shadow puppetry. The tree cast a shadow over the picnic area, providing relief from the sun.
Garner.
To acquire or accumulate something through effort or attention.
Examples:
Garner good reviews, garner attention. He used his charm and charisma to garner support for his campaign.
Flex.
To show off one's strength, power, or possessions, to bend or be capable of bending easily.
Examples:
Flex a finger, flex diplomatic muscle. The gymnast was able to flex his muscles to perform the difficult routine.
Stretch.
To make or be capable of making anything longer or broader without hurting or breaking.
Examples:
Stretch along the coast, stretch a story. Some herds have been observed to stretch hundreds of kilometers.
Typology.
The study or classification of types or patterns, particularly in terms of objects, concepts, or characteristics, a system or method of categorizing or organizing things into specific types or groups based on shared traits or attributes.
Examples:
Typology study, psychological typology. The linguist studied the typology of languages across different regions.
Motivation.
The reason or enthusiasm for acting or behaving in a particular way.
Examples:
Understand his motivation. Motivation for a change. A significant amount of motivation is required to be a teacher.
Aluminum.
A chemical element with the symbol Al that visually resembles silver, used especially for making cooking equipment and aircraft parts.
Examples:
A layer of aluminum foil. An aluminum alloy. Some of the parts of this car are made of aluminum to reduce weight.
Opposed.
Being completely different from something or disagreeing strongly with something.
Examples:
Two opposed characters. Absolutely opposed to abortion. I'm strongly opposed to that plan.
Auction.
A public sale in which goods or property are sold to the highest bidder, a process of selling goods or property through competitive bidding.
Examples:
Auction house. Online auction. The antique furniture was sold at auction for a high price.
Animation.
The technique of photographing successive drawings or positions of puppets or models to create an illusion of movement when the film is shown as a sequence. Enthusiasm and energy in the way you look or behave.
Examples:
Animation studio. Animation film. The animation of the characters in the movie was so realistic, and it was as if they were there.
Studio.
A room or building where creative or artistic work is produced, a television or radio production company.
Examples:
A photo studio. Music studio. She works at a recording studio in Los Angeles.
Invention.
The creation of a new device or process resulting from study and experimentation, the act of inventing.
Examples:
The invention of new techniques. Common invention. Necessity is the mother of invention.
Effervescent.
Giving off bubbles, fizzy, vivacious and enthusiastic, lively and excited.
Examples:
Effervescent tablets. Effervescent personality. The effervescent liquid in the flask indicated a chemical reaction was taking place.
Chip.
A small fragment of something broken off from the whole, a long and thin piece of potato fried in oil or fat.
Examples:
A chip of wood. I don't care a chip. We can use this campaign as a bargaining chip in the negotiations.
Straight.
Extending or moving in one direction without bending or curving, having no deviations.
Examples:
A straight line. Straight for 2 months. He was sick for 5 straight days.
Droplet.
A small drop of liquid.
Examples:
Droplet size. Droplet formation. A single droplet of water can reflect the entire world upside down.
Bang.
To hit or cause to hit something in a way that makes a loud noise.
Examples:
Bang his fist on a desk. Bang a phone down. My father tried to bang mathematics into my head since childhood.
Component:
One of several parts that combines with others to form something bigger.
Examples:
Key component. Spare components for cars. The researchers try to discover a common component in all types of successful organizations.
Ridiculous:
Very silly or unreasonable and deserving to be laughed at.
Examples:
A ridiculous amount of money. A ridiculous suggestion. Everyone regarded the theory he advocated as ridiculous, but was later proven correct.
Vacuum:
A space empty of matter, a device or tool used for cleaning or removing debris by creating suction.
Examples:
Vacuum cleaner. Vacuum packing. Please use the vacuum to clean up the mess on the floor.
Carbon:
A chemical element that can be found in pure form as diamond or graphite, and it is also an essential part of coal and oil and is found in all plants and animals.
Examples:
Carbon dioxide. Carbon emission. Trees absorb carbon dioxide and give off oxygen.
Nylon:
A synthetic material used for making clothes, ropes, brushes, etc.
Examples:
Nylon cloth. Nylon thread. We supply the military with durable vests made of nylon.
Integrate:
To combine one thing with another so that they form a whole or work together. To accept equal participation for members of all races and ethnic groups.
Examples:
Integrate into the existing system. Integrate both businesses. He found that it is difficult to integrate socially.
Bin:
A container, usually that has a lid and used for waste.
Examples:
A waste bin. Mail bin. You can open the overhead bin after landing.
Engine:
A machine that converts thermal energy to mechanical work, something that has an important role used to achieve a purpose.
Examples:
A steam engine. An air-cooled engine. The policies he announces can be the engine of economic growth in the country.
Solar:
Of, from, or relating to the sun.
Examples:
The solar system. A solar eclipse. Solar panels have greatly improved not only in performance, but also in durability.
Panel:
A square or rectangular and flat piece of something that forms a distinct section or component of something, a small group of specialists who discuss particular topics or give their advice or opinion about something.
Examples:
Panel discussion. Cost of solar panels. A panel of economic advisors from the United States visited the country to help rebuild its economy.
Battery.
A device that is placed inside a car, gadget, equipment, etc., and that provides electrical power to them.
Examples:
A dry battery. Battery charging. The engine did not start because the battery was flat.
Formula.
A group of symbols, letters, or numbers that represent a rule, law, or mathematical statement.
Examples:
Structural formula. A binomial formula. The teacher told the students to memorize the math formula.
Feminine.
Relating to women, having the features or appearance often associated with women.
Examples:
Add a feminine touch. The sacred feminine. For a classically feminine style, the dress mixes sophisticated lines with an appealing floral design.
Transparent.
Easy to perceive, detect, or understand, of a material or article, permitting light to pass through freely.
Examples:
A transparent lie. Transparent crystal. The focus of these initiatives is to make the financial system more transparent.
Anesthetize.
To administer a drug or other substance that causes a loss of sensation or consciousness, often to perform a medical procedure, to numb or dull a physical or emotional sensation.
Examples:
Anesthetize a patient. Anesthetize a wound. The dentist will anesthetize your mouth before removing your wisdom teeth.
Separate.
To force, take, or pull apart, mark as different.
Examples:
Separate video into chapter. Separate cream from milk. We need to separate the aspect of his personality from the part of his competence when making an investment decision.
Proboscis.
An elongated, protruding nose, snout, or appendage, especially of certain mammals or insects, used for grasping or feeding.
Examples:
Mosquito proboscis. Proboscis structure. The butterfly used its proboscis to collect nectar from the flower.
Lift.
To raise something to a higher position or level, to pick up something or somebody and move them to a different position.
Examples:
Lift sagging skin. Lift a ban on alcohol. The drought lifted the prices of grain globally.
Bubble.
A thin, round, and often transparent mass of gas that is surrounded by a thin layer of liquid, a state of economic or social prosperity that is unsustainable and eventually collapses.
Examples:
bubble in the champagne glass. Economic bubble. Many people worry that the current real estate market is a bubble that could burst soon.
Hydrogen.
The chemical element that is the lightest gas is colorless, odorless, tasteless, and combines with oxygen to form water.
Examples:
hydrogen gas. Heavy hydrogen. The hydrogen and the oxygen react and then form water.
AI.
Abbreviation for artificial intelligence, the theory and development of computer systems capable of doing activities that would ordinarily need human intelligence, such as object recognition, speech recognition, decision-making, and language translation.
Examples:
AI expert. Apply AI technology to art. The evolution of processors has dramatically improved the performance of AI.
Afterward.
After the time mentioned.
Examples:
a few years afterward. Go there afterward. We will explain the countermeasure concerning this problem afterward.
Stick.
To put something, usually a sharp object, into something, noun, a thin piece of wood or other material.
Examples:
stick a key in a lock. Fire stick. You stick a bill in the change machine, and the coins pop out.
Transport.
A system for moving people or products from one location to another using automobiles, roads, and so on.
Examples:
transport facilities. Access to public transport. Enhanced rail transportation is crucial for our business.
Aircraft.
Any vehicle that can fly and carry things or passengers, such as a plane or helicopter.
Examples:
an aircraft landing. Aircraft control system. The marine aircraft manufacturer demonstrated their newest hydroplane.
Lithograph.
A printmaking process that involves creating a design on a flat stone or metal plate, transferring the design to paper using ink, and then printing multiple copies of the design.
Examples:
lithograph print. Limited edition lithograph. The art gallery showcased a collection of colorful lithographic prints by renowned artists.
Staircase.
A set of stairs inside a building, usually with posts and bars that are fixed at the side.
Examples:
spiral staircase. Beetle up the staircase. She walked urgently down the emergency staircase.
Dedication.
A lot of time and energy that someone puts in for an activity or purpose because they believe it is important.
Examples:
dedication to public service. Dedication ceremony. We are very impressed with your strong dedication to quality.
Complexity.
The state or quality of being complicated or intricate and difficult to understand.
Examples:
Cognitive complexity. Complexity theory. The project's complexity made it difficult for the team to complete it on time.
Lean.
Having a noticeably small amount of body fat. Verb, to bend or move from a straight to a sloping posture.
Examples:
A lean horse. Lean athletic figure. Lean operational improvements often lead to better environmental performance.
Efficient.
Performing at the highest level of productivity with the least wasted effort or resources, capable of achieving maximum output with minimum wasted effort, time, or materials.
Examples:
Efficient operation. Energy efficient appliances. The new washing machine is much more efficient than the old one.
Composite.
Made up of different parts, elements, or substances. Noun, something made from two or more different substances.
Examples:
Composite materials. A composite of different photographs. The composite index tracks the performance of multiple stocks in the same sector.
Rot.
To decay, or cause something to decay, naturally and gradually.
Examples:
Begin to rot. Rot with age. Please refrigerate the meat, or it will rot.
Fiber.
Thread or filament used to make a vegetable tissue, mineral material, or textile.
Examples:
Carbon fiber. Synthetic fiber. We must consume dietary fiber to maintain good health.
Rail.
A long, thin piece of metal or wood that is used to make fences or as a support for something. Verb, to complain bitterly.
Examples:
Rail system. Rail against his enemies. The children leaned over the bridge rail to watch the fish swimming below.
Modern.
Of or belonging to the present time or recent times.
Examples:
Modern poetry. Pre-modern agricultural society. Their headquarters are in a modern skyscraper.
Internal.
Of or relating to the inside of something.
Examples:
Internal organs. The internal economy. The Prime Minister cancelled visits to other countries to resolve internal disputes.
Strength.
The quality or state of being physically, or sometimes mentally, strong.
Examples:
Strength of the economy. Muscular strength. Health and strength are, above all, gold.
Subterranean.
Under the ground.
Examples:
Subterranean rooms. Subterranean motives for murder. Such subterranean passages span kilometers in London.
Prostitute.
A person, typically a woman, who engages in sexual activity in exchange for payment.
Examples:
Prostitute street. A male prostitute. She turned to prostitute to make ends meet.
Normally.
Usually, under normal conditions.
Examples:
Complete normally. Not normally drink much. I don't normally take a vacation in the middle of summer.
Prefer.
To like, choose, or want one thing or person better than another.
Examples:
Prefer physics to chemistry. Prefer a window seat. The birds prefer open water areas with reeds around them.
Skull.
A bone framework that surrounds the brain and gives the head its shape.
Examples:
Skull fracture. Have a thick skull. Archaeologists found a Neanderthal skull at that historic site.
Whale.
A very large sea mammal that has a streamlined body and breathes through a blowhole on the head. A very large person, impressive in size or qualities.
Examples:
A bull whale. Whale watching. Some countries have a culture of eating the flesh of a whale.
Skeleton.
The structure of bones in a human or animal body, or a framework of bones or other material that supports a plant.
Examples:
The steel skeleton of a building. Skeleton hand. Scientists studied the ancient skeleton to learn more about the creature's anatomy.
Interject.
To say something, especially an opinion or a remark, abruptly while another person is speaking.
Examples:
Interject his comment. Interject my feelings. Please do not interject personal opinions.
Homemade.
Made at home rather than in a factory or workshop.
Examples:
Homemade article. Homemade bread. I prefer homemade cookies over store-bought ones.
Architect.
A person whose job is to design plans to be used in making something, such as buildings.
Examples:
Landscape architect. Architect of the peace accord. The building architect tried to build the house above the tree.
Carbonate.
A carbonic acid salt or ester that contains the anion CO3.
Examples:
Sodium carbonate. Alkaline carbonate. The explosive chemical reaction does not occur in all sodium carbonate.
Bamboo.
A fast-growing plant that has long, hollow stems and is widely used as a building material, food source, and decorative element, especially in Asian cultures.
Examples:
Bamboo crafts, bamboo flooring. The stalks of bamboo can grow up to a foot per day in optimal conditions.
Folding.
Capable of being folded or bent, having one or more sections that can be folded or collapsed for easier storage or transportation.
Examples:
Folding knife, folding table. The folding chairs were easy to set up and take down for the event.
Handlebar.
A horizontal bar or rod attached to the front fork of a bicycle, motorcycle, or other vehicles, used as a handle for steering the vehicle.
Examples:
Handlebar mustache, grip handlebar. My bike's handlebar is loose and needs to be tightened before I can ride it safely.
Rid.
To make someone or something free of unwanted or unpleasant tasks, objects, or person.
Examples:
Get rid of the rats. Rid the body of waste products. We must rid ourselves of pollution.
Crappy.
Of poor quality, not satisfactory.
Examples:
Crappy service. Crappy Spanish. The food at the restaurant was crappy and overpriced.
Counterbalance.
To offset or balance the effect of something by applying an equal or opposite force or effect. To provide a counteracting or balancing influence for something. Noun, a weight or force that is used to balance or offset another weight or force.
Examples:
Counterbalance the seriousness of the topic. Counterbalance the effects. The heavy weights on one end of the scale counterbalanced the lighter weights on the other end.
Laboratory.
A workplace for doing scientific research or teaching science, a lab.
Examples:
Laboratory accident. Anthropology laboratory. Animal protection groups call for an end to animal testing in a laboratory.
Inspiration.
Something that motivates or encourages someone to create or achieve something, or a feeling of excitement or creativity.
Examples:
Source of inspiration. Get inspiration from nature. He found inspiration in the works of his favorite authors.
Contaminate.
To make something impure, unclean, or poisonous by contact or mixture.
Examples:
Contaminate with a disease. Contaminate his ego. We strive not to contaminate the environment when demolishing petroleum plants.
Invest.
To put money, effort, time, etc. into something to make a profit or achieve a result.
Examples:
Invest in stocks. Invest capital. The government should view children as national assets and actively invest in them.
Banker.
A person who is in charge of or has an important job in a bank.
Examples:
Central bankers. Investment banker. Bankers are only willing to lend with good security.
Seed.
A small, hard, often round, a reproductive structure that contains a plant's genetic material and is capable of growing into a new plant.
Examples:
A seed coat. Seed money. He planted the seed in the soil and waited for it to sprout.
Supernatural.
Of or relating to existence outside the natural world, not able to be explained by natural laws.
Examples:
Supernatural beings. Supernatural intuition. The supernatural powers of the witch were the stuff of legends.
Aerate.
To introduce air or create air pockets in something, typically soil, water, or a substance, to enhance oxygen circulation or promote a desired chemical reaction.
Examples:
Aerate the young red wine. Aerate greens to maintain healthy turf. I need to aerate the soil in my garden before planting new flowers.
Brick.
A rectangular block of baked clay used as a building material.
Examples:
Brick wall. Dressed brick. The wall was made of hard bricks that had been used for centuries.
Ceramics.
Objects made from materials such as clay that are hardened by heat, often to create functional or decorative items.
Examples:
Ceramics industry. Ceramics class. She makes beautiful ceramics in her studio and sells them at local markets.
Overtime.
Time worked beyond the regular or agreed upon hours of work, often resulting in additional pay or compensation for the employee.
Examples:
Overtime hours. Overtime work. The company's policy on overtime states that employees will be compensated for any additional hours worked.
Passion.
Intense, driving, or overpowering feeling or conviction.
Examples:
Passion hobby. Passion drive. Her passion for cooking is evident in every dish she prepares.
Combine.
To join or merge to form a single thing or group.
Examples:
Combine chemically with another substance. Combine augmented reality. Hydrogen and oxygen combine to form water.
Mask.
To conceal something, noun, a covering that you wear over your face to hide it.
Examples:
Mask body odor. An oxygen mask. The politician tried to mask the corruption.
Sculpture.
The art of creating three-dimensional objects or forms, typically by carving, modeling, or casting in a variety of materials such as stone, wood, metal, or clay.
Examples:
Create sculpture. Abstract sculpture. The ancient Greek sculptures are known for their realism and attention to detail.
Copper.
A chemical element that is a soft, malleable, and ductile metal with very high thermal and electrical conductivity.
Examples:
Copper alloy. Copper belt. He made the old copper coins shine.
Mold.
A hollow container used to give shape to liquid or soft substance, which then becomes solid in the same shape as the container, a soft, green, or gray growth that forms on stale food or objects exposed to warm, moist air for too long.
Examples:
A casting mold. Mold allergy. Mushrooms and mold are fungi.